Hi everybody, sorry I'm a little bit late. Been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get ready. Okay, let me just find you here on my laptop. See what we got here. Turn the sound off, there we go. Okay, and it's going to go out immediately, of course it is, because there's lots of fuss in the house tonight and we're all using, okay. All right. Hi, Sherry. So my name is Wendy Keys Turnbull and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And tonight is my newly regular Wednesday Night Live. It's been Tuesday nights, but lots of things are happening on Tuesdays, so I'm going to switch it to Wednesday nights from now on. And I'm going to show you how to make a simple fun flip card, front flip card. I made this sample. Merry Christmas. So this sample was made using the Wishes All Around stamp set and die. And this is very vanilla paper, believe it or not. And this is Cherry Cobbler, Shaded Spruce. And I used the Pearlized Enamel Effects for the berries. And I used gold embossing powder. So we're going to do something a little bit different, and you're going to have to bear with me because I've only watched the video once, so chances are I'm going to screw up, but that's okay. I'm human. So, okay, so we're going to start with an 8.5 by 5.5 inch cardstock. We're going to score it at 4.25, sorry. I'm already confused. Score it. All right, and then that does not look even. Let's see what happens. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, strange. My eyes are off today. Okay, then we're going to, on one half, and it would be this half, we're going to find the center. So you know this is 4.25, so I need to find 2 1/8. So 2 1/8, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over so that the 2 1/8 is on the line of my paper there, and I'm going to make sure that I'm running even here. Put it up there. There we go. And I'm going to draw a light pencil line down the middle of the card front. This is the card front. Okay. Then we are going to make this front flip, what is it called? Easy Fun Flip card. We're going to make this fun flip card using the Countryside Corners stamp and dies. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I cut this out already. I have a little piece of scrap paper that I cut this larger shape out of, and I folded it in the middle so that I could see where it belonged. And I'm going to just attach it with a tiny bit of tape to my card front here. Just a tiny bit, just to keep it in place. And I want it centered. Make sure it's right. Okay, everything looks crooked to me today. I don't know why. Oh, there's stuff all over the place here. Okay. You know what? That's the wrong card front. This is the card front I wanted to use. I want to use crumb cake. So, and it's already here, but let me do my, oh, I do have the line sort of on there. I think I erased it off so I could show you how I did it. Let me do it again. You can see the end here and the end up there. So let me just do that real quick. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this on here, like so. And this is hard because this is all one piece. And if I was stronger, if I had more courage, I would cut these out individually, but I know that they would lose their shape. So I am going to attempt to make this fit on here, which means I'm going to line up the centers with the centers, and hopefully that's going to work. And this is what I mean by you're going to have to bear with me because I'm not sure this is going to be right. Let's see here. Let me just measure this over here. So this is 1¼ which makes it really difficult to get the direct center. I'm going to try for that. Okay, I'm going to line that up there, and hope that we've got it lined up down here. Let's see the dots here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dots. So I need to be on the 6th dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that has to be there. And this one up here has to be here. Center it up. I'm going to close the Stamparatus. Pick it up. Hi, Julie. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Kali. Hi, Lisa. Who else is on? Let's see here. And Sherry, who I already said hi to. Thank you for saying hello. If you're watching, please say hello. Okay, so what I want to do now, and because I'm using this and I only want to use part of it, I am going to get markers, black marker, and a Cajun Craze marker, and a crust curry marker. Okay, so I'm going to do the black marker on the dotted line right here. I'm going to try and make sure that I don't get it on anything else. I should be doing it from the outside in, but I don't want to get it on those lines there either because I do not want them to get on my card. So I'm going to do this, and we're going to do this. Okay, and I'm going to take this off of here. I'm going to get rid of that tape mark, and I'm going to go ahead, yes, I'm going to do this. This may not matter because I don't think it's going to show when I'm all done. Okay, excuse my head while I huff. Okay. Fingers crossed that this worked. It did. Beautiful. Now, okay, next step. We're going to, so this is the front. So we're going to flip it this way. Wait a minute, I gotta think about this. So I don't want it, so I did it like that. So I'm going to flip it this way, and we're going to do the inside. Same thing. I'm going to put it right where the other one was. We're going to repeat what I just did. Trying very hard not to get any ink on the outside because I don't want that to show up on my card. This is going to be a landscape card. The other one was portrait. This one's going to be landscape. And we'll do this one again. It's a good thing my markers are all juicy so far. Okay, again, excuse my head. And here we go. Beautiful. Oops, I got a little bit there. Oh well. And one more time right here. Same thing. Hi, Terry. Hi, Claudia. And here. Okay. Make sure there's no black on anything else. Again, huffing again. And there we go. All right. So that's, oops, I did get some there. Oh, well, can't be perfect. It's me after all. Now I've got to figure out, oh, shoot, that was wrong. So now we have to change this. This is going to be my card front now. Good thing I didn't fold that because this was supposed to be, it was supposed to be here, here, and here. So we'll do it this way. So it'll be here, here. Nope, that's not going to work either. There, here, here, and here. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to leave this in here because I'm going to use it again. And I'm going to draw that line. And I'm going to erase it from here, first of all. Pencil. That tape line's not, that tape spot's not going to matter there because there's going to be something there. Oops, I made a mess there. I probably should use my eraser for that. Okay, let's do this again. So I'm going to put this on 2 1/8. And I'm going to line this up right there. And then it's a little crooked there. There we go. I'm going to go down here. I got to do it the other way because I'm left-handed. Hi, Debbie. Debbie, I'm very excited that you're going to Houston with us. Even though you won't be at the show, you're going to have fun. Oh, that is definitely not centered. I did something very wrong there. Let's try this again. Okay, let's do it this way instead. All right. 2 1/8. We won't even use the grid paper. And 2 1/8 right there. And if this doesn't line up, then I obviously did something wrong when I was cutting, or stamping, I mean. Okay. That is not halfway. That was halfway. It seems to line up. Okay, so yeah, I hate it when that happens too. I'm gonna do it again on this paper that I already had started. We're gonna try again. Because I really want this to be right. So we're gonna start with this one. This is the front. Stick this on just to make sure. See if I'm center it a little bit more. Make sure that that's going to work. See what happens. Crooked. Why? Because the paper isn't. Oh, there we go. Okay. Try it again. Try it again. See, this is what happens. Still crooked, so I'm going to have to redo this. So, good thing I've got that sample there, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that is the dot. It might be that the stamp isn't centered, though. We'll see. Okay. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be there. I bet the sticker isn't centered on the stamp. So we're just going to see how this works, guys. You'll get the idea from the other one if this doesn't work. Okay, let's try this. I'm just going to try this real quick. Like I'm just going to scribble some stuff on here to see if I can make this. Whoop. See what happens when we do that. See if it looks straighter. No, not really. Well, yeah, I guess it does. This is the one I just did. Okay, whoops. Oh, well. Okay, let's try it again. Let me clean the stamp off and start with it fresh. Yeah, Deb, you'll be able to card make or whatever with us in the room. Hi, Shirley. In the room after we get back from on stage. So plan on doing that spending some time doing some fun stuff in the room with, or I'm going to bring some stuff with me to work with. So maybe some kits or something. Maybe I'll bring a couple of kits with me because that'd be the easiest thing to work with when I'm away from home. Okay. fingers crossed, guys, that this works out. If it doesn't, I'll do something else and we'll work on this another day when I've had more time to perfect it. I had my youngest grandson all day today, so I worked on this before I went and picked him up in the morning. And then I couldn't get back to it until I took him back to his other grandmother's. His parents are out of town, so we are sharing responsibility for them. Okay, so there's, darn it, there's number one. Maybe what I'll do is put some cardstock, some DSP around there for that. This does look very crooked on here. I think it is. I think that might be my problem. Oh, well. Okay. Do it again, do it again. Hi, Cheryl. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, Cheryl. Cheryl, I still have your prize from last month. Your, did you get the kit? I think you got the kit. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's see. Yep, so this is the inside. Well, actually, what I was supposed to do is go like this. Part of the confusion is that I'm doing a landscape card and I should be doing it this way. It would make more sense. Okay, and now I'm going to flip it to this side and do the inside flap. Like this. Some color on it again. This should still work, depending on how I do the partial die cutting. This should still work. So, okay. Okay, here we go. Stay in there. Oh, shoot, I forgot I was going to clean off the stamp. Oh, well, that's all right. It's the same in every one. Okay, so there's that. It's the problem with doing live videos. A lot of people who do videos on here, on Facebook and on YouTube, make the videos ahead of time and edit them, but I think it's more fun to do it live. So leave that on there. Let's do our partial cut. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut to our line on this. Actually, we're going to cut to our line with this one. So I'm going to get that one centered in there. And I don't have a piece of washi tape, so I'm just going to take a chance. Because that's me, I'm reckless. Okay. So, we'll put this in here. Try to get it evenly spaced all the way around. I'm going to carefully put this on right to the pencil line, but it's beveled. Yeah, I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to put it right on it, and then I will trim it to it if I need to. So I gotta make sure it's on there so I can put it in the machine without messing anything up. Okay. I am standing while I'm doing all of this, by the way. It's easier for me to be able to look on the screen. Oops, and I just moved it. That's okay. The die didn't move, just the plate moved. Okay. Oops, that's backwards. And I almost made the mistake, and I'm so glad that I caught it. I would have cut the hole in the wrong side. That would have been really weird. Goodness, I am not with it today. I don't know if any of you watch Mary Jo Schneider, but she was on last night, and she was hilarious. She was having a day like I seem to be having today. It was the best video I've ever watched, I think. MJ Shady Inkers. So if you get a chance, check her out. She has a huge following, much bigger than my following, obviously. She's a lot of fun, and she's local. Okay, so now I can erase my line here. Okay. Sorry, it's a little messy. I can probably get some of that off with my rough eraser. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to score where that pencil line was, and I can still see it. So let me get that out of the way. And right here, we're going to score just to that line, and then we're going to come up here. We're going to score in just to that line. Okay. And we are going to, I did it wrong again, you guys. How on earth did I do that wrong? Because it was supposed to be, this was supposed to be the front. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to stamp this. So I'll have it on all four sides because that's the only way I can do it. Okay, my goodness. It isn't really this difficult, guys. It really isn't, trust me. Okay. Whoops, I'll make sure I get that off. And here, and this one. So we'll just ignore the back. We'll pretend the back isn't there. And we'll go from here. And this should work out just fine. All right. Clean that off. Let's use a paper towel. Get that out of there. Make sure, oops, I think I just wiped off some of the black. Okay. Oh, my picture just went out. Oh, well. Okay. Make sure that's where it belongs. Close her up. Rub her down. There we go. All right. Now. Oh, my goodness. Okay. We fold this back. And we have, so it's going to be like this. And let's start decorating it. So we're going to take this. I'm going to do it this way because it's going to be much easier than trying to do it on there. So actually first I'm going to use yellow. And let me clean this off. Let me see if I can reset my thing so I can watch it. There we go. Okay. That off. It doesn't matter what I do with that. So let's get this one. And we'll color that up again. Being very careful not to get it on anything else. Okay. It's a little wet, unfortunately. I'm just going to do this for this. All right. And it's got black on it, of course. And I'm going to do 2 of those. So let me grab another piece of crushed curry. That's too little. Right here. Okay. All right, let me cut those out. I'll just do that over here instead of bringing it all the way back over to you guys. You know how to do it. You've seen me do it anyhow. And my cover, there it is. Actually, I think I need 3 of these. But for now, I'll just go with 2. Actually, no, we only need 2. Here's 1. Hi, Vicki. Can't watch it now, Vic? Or you'll catch up on the replay, I see. All right, and this one. best cutting job I've done, but it still works. Okay. Put these aside for a minute. Bring this in. We're going to put this one here. So, tape. Come on. You can do it. It's almost empty again. I use a lot of Stampin' Seal Plus. It's very close to empty. I can see the red stripe at the end of it. All right, get the pieces that went over. All right, so that's going right in here, and it fits very nicely. So all you got to do is just fit it in there, and it's supposed to cover that, and it isn't. So obviously I did something wrong. It's not completely right, but it's going to do for now. Sorry, guys. I've had one other live that was pretty bad. Considering I've been doing them since February. Oh, see, I didn't get all the way on there. That's okay. Since February of 22 or 22, so almost a year and a half. So this should line right up with that. See how nicely these lines line up? But obviously I did something wrong with that one because you shouldn't be seeing that. And then you should open to that. And it's this way because this is what I want to do is I want to have it this way. So I am going to stamp. I thought I grabbed a stamp. I thought I grabbed Happy Birthday. Maybe it's under here somewhere. Yep, there it is. There it is. Okay. Let's see, which Happy Birthday do I want to use? What's going to fit? And actually, you know what? I'm going to do one smaller, so I'm not going to do it on there yet. I am going to go one smaller somewhere here. But where did the smaller die go? Sorry, guys. I am a mess. That's what Mary Jo was saying yesterday, hot mess stamping. So I guess I'm just kind of taking after her, doing hot mess stamping. Well, I can't find, I had that die pulled out to use, so it's here somewhere, and I'll find it as soon as I'm done. But I'm not going to battle for it now. So we're just going to go ahead, since it's already a mess, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to stamp right on it instead of, that's too big. That's too big. So we will do this one. All right. There's one. Oops, wrong. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I have bread in the oven. I put it in for 45 minutes, thinking I would be done by then. Okay. I did plan to have another color on here. I am not going to use gold on crushed curry. Hang on a second. Black will look good. Okay. All right. Oh, you two. It's like Doug and I sitting at the dinner table, both on our phones, and Doug's posting about how it's sad that everybody's always on their phones and not talking to each other. And we're sitting right next to each other on our phones when he's posting it. Okay. Is it done? No, it doesn't look like it's done. Here it goes. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of off screen here. Okay. All right. But That is so blah. And then I would put something else here, and then this would be the place I would put, actually I can, no, I can't because I can't find that other die. Where the heck did it go? Ah, I found it. Aha. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut a piece of this out with this. 2 pieces, actually. That's what I want to do. Oops. Okay. Okay, hopefully them both. I did. Okay, so this is going to go in the middle here, and that's where I'm going to write my note. And it's going to be covered up by that. So let me go ahead and put that in there. Use the regular Stampin' Seal instead of the Stampin' Seal Plus, since my Stampin' Seal Plus is almost gone. This is going in here, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this again with Happy Birthday and put it in the middle there because it's going to make it look so much nicer. And of course I just took away my embossing buddy. That's all right. We're going to do this without the embossing buddy. Here we go. And actually what I was going to do, and I think I will do it, I was going to use, where the ink pads go now there. All right. So remember how you can emboss with colors just by, so I'm going to need my clear embossing powder, just by putting Versamark ink on the stamp first. Always put that on first. You don't want to put it on after you put the color on because you don't want to get color on your Versamark pad. And then we'll put the color over it. It's okay to get Versamark on your color pad. And then we'll put it there. And then we'll quickly go and we'll get the clear. Ah, yes. You know it. For once, it was right where I needed it to be. Okay. And I should have been quicker than that because you really need to cover it quickly before it dries. It looks like it worked. Okay, let's see what happens here. Didn't really, the Cajun Craze didn't get very dark, so we'll see if we can make it stick out here. Oh, yes, we can. You guys probably can't see. I'm off screen. Sorry about that. There we go. Hot. Okay. And then we're going to put that right over the top of that. Probably would have looked nice with black, but that's okay. Here we go. Put that on here, like so. That's better. Then I'm going to put the other one, if I can find it. Oh, we put it there. Okay, so I'm going to do one more for right there. I hope you guys are getting the idea of this, even though this isn't the best example. We are special, Debbie. All of us are. Okay, so this. How come Joy hasn't said she's watching? So you're watching, Joy B. Okay, and then so happy birthday. And then I'm going to put another sentiment there, and then I'm going to decorate this. And you know what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to cut some pieces out of Designer Series paper. Let me find one real quick, show you how I'm going to do it. Let's see, will any of these work? Nope, those are too bright. This could work. This will work. Sorry about that. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the big one, the biggest one, and then we're going to take, let's see, how far down do I want to go? That's the one I want. That's pretty strange that it doesn't quite, oh, because that's wider than it's supposed to be. That's why. So if I did it like this, that would fit perfectly. But unfortunately, something didn't line up right. So that's all right. I'm going to do this. Let me cut this out. Set this in the middle. Sorry guys, didn't intend to be doing a lot off screen, but it's happening. Okay. All right, so here we go. Save that for another card. This is going to go part on here and part on there, so I actually can. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to make sure that I cut it in half. Completely in half. Okay. All right, so I have marked it. Hopefully I'll get it right. So hard to tell. You know what? It's just going to be easier to do it with my snips, because that's the only way I'm going to be guaranteed that I've got it in the right spot. So let's just do that. There and here. There we go. Okay. Oh, she's writing something. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put this here, like this. Much easier with glue because I can play around with putting it down. And I could cut another one out and do it again here. Actually, I could just do that like this. Put this here, in fact, and then cut another one for there. And that's probably the better way to do it, even though it's not going to quite line up with the other one. I can make it line up. So let's do that. There we go for that one. And then, let's see here, I've got, we can do this and then do it on the other side too. Oops, get back here. The biggest one goes here. This one goes here. Okay, be right back. Oops. Here. Ah, okay. I see, Joy. Okay. You're excused then. That's allowed. Okay, so what I'm going to need is about there. And then I'll, nope, that's not going to work. I got to be down here. Because I want to be able to cut a straight edge. And then I'll worry about the other part after I get offline. Where did my, right there. All right. One more time. Here we go. So this is going to go here, like so. Hey, that's kind of cool, actually. All right. It's almost empty. I've also gone through a lot of glue lately. About like that. See how that works. Not too bad. It's not going to match up perfectly because it's not the same print, but it's definitely doing its thing. It already, darn. Okay, and then let me do the other end. Hopefully this will work. We'll see. We shall see. lucky enough, all I'll have to do is trim a little. It's a little thinner. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, but you know what? I kind of like the way that looks with it flipped over it, so we're going to do that. Lost my picture again, but that's okay. Let's see what we can do here. Right there at the tips of each one. I kind of like that. That's kind of neat. Okay, so we've got happy birthday. I wish that was on more even so that it was covering down there. Like it should be like this. I'd have to refold it and that would mess everything up, I think. Let's see here if I can. Probably not. I had to do that with the other one. Okay, and then you open it up. We're going to put something here, and then this is where I'm going to write my message to them. So I'm going to have another something there, and then write my message. See what thing I can put there. I had a birthday greetings set, but I must have it in something because in with this week's cards because I can't find it. Let's see here. That one. Doesn't make any sense though. I'm looking. Hang on. Yeah, we'll just put, you know what? We'll just put Oh Happy Day from the Playing in the Rain set. We'll just put that in there. Because that'll fit nicely in there. So it says Happy Birthday on the outside. It'll say Oh Happy Day on the inside. Let me pull that off so it's out of the way. And I would do this. I would probably emboss this too, but I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. That ink pad needs to be re-inked, obviously, and I am not going to attempt to stamp that again. So, all right, so there you have it. So here is my sample. Merry Christmas, and there just to say with love, Doug and Wendy or whatever. And then here's my birthday card. There you go. So that is all I have to show you today. Wednesdays do work out better for me, so I will be seeing you on Wednesdays from now on. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, I will draw a prize patrol. So if you're watching this after the fact, please make sure that you say hi so I can include you. Within the next 24 hours, that is, if you're watching it. Or 23 hours, I guess you'd say. What time is it? 7:46. 23 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you, Claudia. It turned out okay. Not exactly what I was planning on, and I may make another one at some point and show it to you guys. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do also is I'm going to take this color and I'm going to put little triangles in the corners, so the flip side of that. But yeah, I do like the way it turned out. It's not what I was envisioning. So next time I'll do something different. Oops, I put that in the wrong one. But I'm happy with it. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you all next Wednesday. Have a wonderful week. Actually, I'll see some of you this weekend at my workshop. And have a wonderful week. Hi, Aunt Bev. I didn't realize you were on there. Now I know. I'll see you on Sunday. And Debbie, I think I'm seeing you on Sunday. Joy, I'll see you on Saturday. Vicki, I'll see you on Saturday, etc., etc. Bye, guys. See you later.